I'm a couple minutes early. Hi, Geraldine. Thank you for joining me. I feel like today is, well, I'm looking out my window, and yesterday was bright and sunny. And today, it seems like the weather goes along with whatever it is that we need to talk about. And so today, I think it's going to go to the mud puddles. That's how I posted it. So thank you for sharing, Wendy. I've been in my share of mud puddles. Hmm. I used to fall in those mud puddles really deeply, and I would be so far gone. I don't have leveled out pretty well now. I can start to fall in the mud, and I've figured out how to pull myself back out, but that's taken a lot of work. And so I think we need to go there. It's overcast and rainy there too, Wendy. Yeah, you know what? The weather affects us too. So when we get into these dark moods, sometimes it literally I look out the window, I'm like, yeah, I'm a total sun baby. I like rainy days. I like to take a walk in the rain. I love how green it looks. And I miss that sunshine. I really miss it. So, symbolically, you are in the mud. And this is all you today, Wendy, because I really feel very, very drawn as if it's bubbling up inside of me. It's one of those experiences that I've been through myself. And as you started talking this morning a little bit about how uh, we're in this energy, this collective energy. It's all around us all the time. You go to the grocery store, you go to work. I know you've been working, and I know that when we're around other people, as empaths, we tend to pick up all of those energies like they're our own. You know, we don't even realize why we're so sad or why we're so hurt. And so today is kind of a reminder to it's going to be fun because we're going to play in those mud puddles a little bit. But the whole idea is that you can pull yourself back out and you can shake it off. Shake off that mud. It doesn't really stick to you. You can wash it. It's not yours. You know, it's one thing for us to have to deal with our own difficult situations, with our own losses and um, stresses of life. But we are in a world right now that's in chaos, that there's so much loss and so many people are in pain, and we are called to hold that light for those people that are hurting, and sometimes that is just exhausting. Sometimes it feels like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. Hi, Paul. Thank you for joining us. So I'm waiting just a little bit longer to kind of really get into it, and I want to know while I'm sitting here with you, um, what's going on in your world. It's been kind of one of those mornings for me too. Um, you know, being inundated with the worries of the world and different things that are going on, I can feel a little bit buried myself by it all. So let's be in a space today of here's my goal today, and I'll repeat this a few times as people join us, is instead of calling it a mud puddle, which I've done a lot in the past, Wendy, I think you and I just met, but I used to do a lot of videos on that, of being in the mud puddles. In my mud puddles of life, I used to call them. It was as the sadness would start to come over me, I would be depressed or, just, oh, I can't get myself out. And I would feel like I was absolutely stuck in that mud and I couldn't, I just, I had to stay there. It's like I'm stuck in it. I'm not coming out anytime soon. I don't know how to get out of this mud. I had a good friend of mine tell me once that instead of calling it a mud puddle, why don't you call it a mud bath? Why don't you try to make it into something positive? That's a resting phase. That's one of those times when we have taken on so much around us, and the world is just in such a pain state, in such a fear state right now. And so it's really easy right now. We're taking all this on and we're carrying it around. We're just laying in that mud like it's our own, like we can't get out of it. And it feels like a bad place. It feels like I don't want to stay here. I'm down. I really don't like this place. What if you change the terminology? What if it's a mud bath? What if it's warm and there's rich nutrients in that mud? And it's just a time, excuse me, it's just a time to really just be in it, to sit in it, to not try to deny it, to not try to wish it away or try to push it away from you. It's a part of you that needs some attention right now, that needs some self care. Can you picture that instead? You have this need right now. I was trying to figure out what that weird little thing was up here, and it's a candle. I'm very distracted, easily distracted. Um, So, what if we together collectively decide today? What if we decide to sit in that mud bath together? We're all like little kids. Let's create our own. It's nice and rainy here today, so there's mud everywhere. So how about if we just play in the mud together today? Can we gather together in our playground, in the mud puddles? Put on your galoshes if you want to, if you're afraid that your feet are going to get all wet, your boots, whatever you call them, and be ready to just stop in those puddles and play. Let's play. We're there together. We're all in this together. We've all experienced all of this lower vibrational energy, the fears of the planet right now, and it pulls us right down. And the more that we're out in public, the more that we're around other people, if we're not being careful, we're picking up their energy too. So, two things as we're playing in that mud puddle today. Remember that you need to take care of yourself, okay? You need to remember to um, shake that stuff off. Ask your angels, ask your team to sever and release those cords and attachments that are no longer your own, that, well, they're never your own. Those ones that are not your own, but the ones that don't serve you. If they no longer serve you, you don't need to keep them, even if they are yours. If they're pulling you down and they're keeping you tethered to the earth, you can ask to have them severed and released, and you don't even need to know specifically what they are. I know in some of my relationships even there has been past life stuff that we bring back through, like the shadows, um, the core memories, the feelings, the sense of I've been here before, I've been through this before. But it can also trigger, not only do we find good things through that space of that remembrance or that resonance is a good word, we also can get pulled into old energy in our relationships from, if you believe as I do, these soul circles that we keep going around in, and we meet up again, and part of us can still stay in that old energy of past lives, can still stay in that place of negativity maybe, or fear. So we're asking, as we're playing in our mud puddles today, we're asking, bring it. Archangel Michael, all of our spiritual teams, anyone that wants to come in from this space, comes out of your heart space, comes in to join us here in this playground of mud bathing and playing and making mud pies. And as we're playing there, as we're creating our little mud creations, we're kind of allowing for a release today. Let's just picture ourselves playing in that mud, and the rain is coming down and it's washing us clean, and we're receiving through the earth. We're receiving earth energy. We're receiving the love from the planet. We are grounding ourselves. That's what kids do when they play in dirt. They're getting themselves grounded. It feels good. It's warm mud, and it feels good between our fingers. Hi, Julie. Thank you for joining us. We're mud bathing today, Julie. We're getting in the mud. It's rainy in just about every place that I've seen. It's very rainy here in the mountains, and we're going to have some fun just playing in the mud and releasing those things that no longer serve us. So please visualize that for yourself today, being that little girl or that little boy, whoever you are. And what was it like? I still remember loving the mud puddles. I remember, man, even more recent, Abby. Do you ever see little kids? You're like, no, don't go in the splash. Please don't get all into. They cannot stay out of the mud. They can't stay out of having fun and creating disasters, because it's so much fun to make a mess. You're snow bathing, Julie. All right, you need to snow angels are a lot of fun. Snowballs, just visualize yourself. And you know what? When we're visualizing, we can be in warmth. And we can be in a warm mud bath. I know it's cold where you are. Let's visualize yourself someplace warm, someplace where there is just squishy, warm mud that's filled with nutrients, that you can sit right down in, that you can stomp your feet, that you can make mud pies, creations, whatever you'd like. And as we're doing that today, we're allowing the energy to come in. We're allowing our own spiritual teams to come in. And it feels like a very sweet, soothing energy that's here with us today. Soothing away those frayed edges, those parts of us that are, man, we're getting kind of tired of this, aren't we? And on the very human side. Yesterday I walked down into town and I'm like, man, I miss all the fun of this town. I miss being able to go play mini golf or, take my daughter out and just have so much fun. Gatlinburg is just such a fun little town. And so part of me is enjoying the peace and the rest. And I know that there's a bigger picture in this. And there's this part of me that's like, wow, I'm just really missing what it was like 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago. And I don't know if you guys are there too. So, and we got that in addition to so much pain and suffering around us. And people are stressed out and people are in fear. And so as we're sitting here in these mud puddles that we've created, it's a big giant warm mud puddle that we're all playing in, I want you to let go. I want you to just release, okay? You don't need to carry all that stuff. They don't ask us to pick up all the mud and carry it on our backs that we see along the way, all those pains, all those things that people are going through. They're not asking us to do that. They're only asking us to stay in our own light. They're asking us to stay in joy, in happiness. And I'm aware as much as anyone that there's a very human side of us too that can fall into our own mud pits, our own depressions, our own sadness. And so we're going to gather here together and try to lift that energy a little bit with each other. Let's try to help each other. Let's reach down a hand and say, here, let me help you out of that mud for a little while. Let's shake some of that mud off. Let's rinse some of it off. Let's take a break. You don't need to carry all that. And we're getting a lot of help in that process. So I think today the most important thing that we can do, what I'm being guided to do, is to just sit with you. You don't need to be fixed. You don't need to be told how to handle yourself. You don't need me to stand here and say, well, this is how I did it. I'm going to sit with you in the mud. Can you see it? Can you see us all gathering together, having some fun? We're just going to sit here and play. And if anybody's feeling at all sad or carrying some extra things that they don't want, I'd like you just to allow that to just kind of wash off of you. We're here with you. You're not alone. Our energy is going to join together one by one by one. As we're sitting here together, we're going to kind of pick each other. We're lifting each other up just through our energy and not through words. So I'm just going to keep it easy today. Sometimes that's the best thing that we can do, is not to try to fix one another. I can't go in there and lift your depression away. I can't go in there and try to fix everything that's gone wrong in your life, but I can sit with you in it. I've been there. I know what it's like to sit in those mud puddles, and I know that we all do, and that's what we're here for. We're not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to be a ray of sunshine. Sometimes we have to sit in our own storms. So we can come together, and we can just kind of say, hey, I'm going to put my arm around you if you want me to. Is there anything I can do for you? And if there's nothing I can do for you, can I just sit with you? Can I listen to you? Can I just bring a silent comfort to you? Is there anything? Think about it right now. Just kind of think about that. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for joining us. We're sitting together in a mud puddle. We're playing a little bit, and we're just being at peace with each other. And we're allowing, as we're sitting in this mud, we're allowing for the fact that we have such a beautiful team around us. And sometimes just by being still. Oh, Julie's saying hi, Geraldine. Just by being still with each other and being still in the energy of oneness, we find that the energy starts to lift. Have you ever heard that phrase before, carry your own weather? Who is that? Stephen Covey? Stephen Covey did a program. But he did something on carry your own weather. Carry, like you picture yourself with your umbrella, and your weather is right there around you, and everybody else is having their storms too, and we're all going through the planet. We all have our things going on, and some of those storms are pretty intense. And if we can hold ourselves in our own weather, then we're not so affected by the weather of other people. And so visualize yourself right now. It feels like that's really important. When you have to go out into the world right now, there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of negative emotion. Can you visualize yourself being wrapped right now? It's almost as if what I'm seeing is you're being given a bubble of protection around you. And there's no pinpricks of energy. Your energy is not leaving that bubble, and nobody else's energy is coming into that bubble. You're being given this protective covering around you. So as you go out into the world, all that negative energy only bounces off and it goes someplace else. And you're staying within that. That's carrying your own weather. You're staying in here. I'm going to stay in this little bubble. I can send love out. Who needs the throat clearing? One of you does. As you're sitting there in that bubble, wherever you go, it's protecting you from all those outside forces. But it's your job to visualize that. It's your job to carry that. Okay, it's your job to know that you are safely protected within that. Because it's all up to you and your intention. And if you drop that intention, if you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm an empath here and I want to go fix the world, I want to go save somebody else. We all throw on our capes and we want to save the world. Remember that you have to come first, and you got to take care of your own energy first before you can help anyone else. So that bubble is being given to you right now. It's almost, I can feel it. It's like you are being sealed up in a comfortable layer of protection, whatever kind of way you want to visualize it. And those things that are out there that are going on in the world, they're not going to affect you in a negative way. They're there, yes. We can acknowledge them and we can let them stay on the outside of that bubble. Okay? Can you visualize that? Will that help you when you're out and about, when you're at work, wherever you are, is to visualize yourself safe within that bubble. You're protected. It's a very nice, sweet energy today. I'm not pushing much today, can you tell? I'm just allowing whatever needs to come through to the people that are in this group. A sweet layer of protection. We're sitting together. We're enjoying each other's company. Our hearts are resonating with each other. You're welcome, Wendy. Julie, okay. You need that throat chakra cleared. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I feel it already. Before you even said that, let's do it. Let's do a really quick clearing, okay? This is an energy clearing for anyone that wants to join. So we're going to visualize ourselves. We're going to stand at the waterfall. It's one of my favorites, okay? We're standing at the waterfall. We're going to wash all the mud off our bodies right now. We've had fun in the mud puddles, and we're going to stand at this waterfall. And as soon as you're ready, I want you to visualize yourself just stepping under the water. And as you step under that water, the energy is just flowing all over you. It's a golden waterfall. It feels good. It's washing you clean. It's going in through your crown. Can you feel it? And if you can't, put your hand right there right now. Put your hand on top of your head and feel that golden energy, the source energy coming straight down from heaven, straight down. This is the most beautiful cleansing waterfall you've ever stood in. It feels so good. It's warm and it's refreshing. And it's flowing down through your crown right now. And as it does that, I can feel it now here. It's going to clear through your third eye. It's going to help you to see better, to know your own truth. It's going to help to clear away all the clutter, all that stuff that you've been picking up, all that external energy. Let's clear that away. And it continues to flow. It's a beautiful flow today. Very gentle. Moving right along, right down into your throat. I want you to stretch that throat really big. Draw in the breath in your lungs and push it right up into your throat. If you feel like yawning, yawn big. Just stretch that space out. Make lots of room for that energy. Let's get your voice back. You feel heat. Excellent, Julie. Keep breathing. It's really focusing a lot. We're getting a lot of throat clearing right now. Breathe in as much as you'd like. And just sit in it. Let it wash you clean. Down, it's moving. It's still in the throat a little bit, down into the heart. Lots of big heart energy here. Feels good. Moving down to the belly. I can feel it, solar plexus. Remember, there's a lot of stored stuff there. Let's focus on releasing, okay? Shake your hands out. Those things that you were told when you were a child that were not necessarily true, they store up in that space. So we want that to be nice and clear. So we're letting the energy just clear that away. Like your little attic space, remember? Those things that no longer serve you. They don't serve you. You don't need to carry those disbeliefs, those things that are no longer, they were never true, and they don't serve you. So let them go. Holding the energy. It's a big one. Somebody's letting some big stuff go. It feels good. It feels really good. Let it go. Let it go. There's a big, huge shift there. It just kind of took my breath away. Let's see what else is going on. Just breathe, okay? Breathe and focus on releasing. It's washing away. The waterfall is washing all of that stuff away. You don't need it. Let it go. And we're down into the second chakra. The mama energy, to me, the womb. That's where life begins. Life begins in the womb, doesn't it? For us human beings. So we are getting a new beginning today. With every breath, right now, right here, it's a brand new day. Allow yourselves to sit in that, okay? Let the rest of it go. You're brand new. Right now, right now. With every breath that you take, it's brand new energy. It is continuously evolving so fast right now, this energy that we're in. So remind yourself of that often when you start to fall back into the stuff of yesterday, the stuff of 2 minutes ago even. It's already gone. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Breathe. Breathe. It's brand new. You're brand new. Right now. Like a brand new baby. You've been rebirthed. Down into the root chakra, planting you, giving you a solid foundation to build from. There's a whole lot of clearing energy between, right around the solar plexus right now. So you guys are doing really well with this. Congratulate yourselves. You're letting go of a whole lot. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Yawn big. Wendy, I love it when you feel that, because when you're yawning, it's like this expansion. It's making more space right here. So just keep on yawning. We're going to go ahead and let it flow right on down our legs. Visualize those roots in your feet. Let's let all of that energy, all of any negative that you've got in your body that you're ready to release, we're going to let it flush right on out the feet, down the roots, all the way down. Hear it crunching and crackling all the way down to the crystalline core of the earth. The soul of the earth. Perfection. The most perfect energy available to you. I feel it coming right back up through my feet. I love it when that happens. Right back up through the feet. And up the legs. And it's hitting you at the root chakra, and it's going to go ahead and get each one of your chakras spinning perfectly. 2 different directions, like fans going in different directions, and they're going perfectly. They're just flying, and anything. I see little things just flying off in different directions. Little blocks that you've put up. Let them fly. Do a pinwheel. Blow a pinwheel right now. That's what you look like on the inside, except 2 of them going in opposite directions. You're a pinwheel. And each one of your chakras is spinning like that. You can blow on it if you want to. Take a big breath. Watch those little pinwheels get going. Bing, 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 all the way up. All the way up. And releases right up through your crown. This perfect energy of life, of the planet, of love. Goes right up through. That's a part of you. That's who you are. The core of who you are is love. Pure. That's it. Pure golden love. And that's what you're releasing right up through your crown right now, so you can share it out on the planet. So visualize those people that you love right now, those people that are hurting, those people that you work with that are struggling, whoever you want to visualize. I'm going to visualize it to the entire planet. Healing to the planet. Healing to this little town that I live in. Healing to the people that are sick. Healing this virus. Let's just let it just do the job it's here to do, and then let it completely disappear. Never to be seen again. And we'll remember this someday, saying, do you remember that? And it came and it was gone like that. I really feel like that. It's very, very possible for us to just work together to completely make this thing, we're just going to annihilate it. It's gone. It's gone. And there's beautiful love energy right now. Breathe that in. Allow it to fill every cell in your body. All of that healing, all of that clearing. You are perfectly grounded, perfectly centered, ready to get back into the world. If you feel the need to rest today, if you feel the need to be still, spend a lot of time just being by yourself in solitude. Allow yourself to get in touch with your own Holy Spirit higher self, with God, the universe, oneness, whatever name you want to use. Allow yourself to be bathed in that today for as long as you need. Healing just continues for as long as you're willing to accept it. It's as big as you're willing to accept. So just focus on letting that flow. Stay in that flow of that waterfall today. You can even lay down and take a nap in it. Whatever you need to do. Stay in that flow. Be at peace today. Self-love, self-care. Drink a lot of water. Lots of warm fluids. Lots of... what else do we want to do? How about some homemade chicken soup? That sounds good. Whatever feels good. Whatever feels healing to you. Hi, Linda. Please catch up. We're just about done. So come back. We just did a nice clearing. I'm not going to stay on for a long time today. I got a lot to do. But I wanted to pop in and do a little time together. So please rewatch so you can get a clearing, get some healing energy flowing, share out. I love you guys so much. I'm listening. You are so welcome, Julie. I'm glad that you felt that. I'm listening to see if there's anything else. If you guys have anything else to say, please pop it on. Otherwise, I think I'm going to hop off and see you tomorrow. I'm on with Gerald Ann tonight at 8 o'clock on Enlightened World Network. So I hope that you'll join us there. It's 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'll post the link on my page. You are so welcome, Wendy. I hope that you're feeling better. Enjoy your mud puddle today. Enjoy your mud bath. Thank you, Gerald Ann. Gerald Ann says, have a beautiful day, everyone. So you guys enjoy all this beautiful energy that we've shared, and I hope that you have the most beautiful Saturday ever. Take really, really good care of yourselves. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And I love you so much. Wendy, I'm glad you feel a little bit better. Just let it keep seeping in. Take your time. It's okay. It's okay to sit in the mud bath. Sometimes we have to. So don't feel like you got to rush yourself out of it. Take your time and take good care of yourself, okay? I love you. I will see you later on today. Take good care. Bye. Just wait. Going to make a sausage roll today. Wish I could share. I wish you could share too, because I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to go find some food. Take good care. Bye.